Who gave her a mic? Podcast. Who gave her a mic? Podcast. Who gave her a mic? Podcast. From reality to spilling the tea. Seriously, who gave her a mic?
Welcome back to a Gave Her a Mic podcast. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Alex.
We're just two millennial moms who have too much to say about reality TV. Today we're covering the last 3 episodes of Perfect Match. What'd you think? I know you said you didn't like who won.
No.
Which I agree with you. I thought it would have been Olly and AD. So I was kind of surprised. I honestly was
I don't know
surprised.
why it wasn't. I don't know why it wasn't. Like, Lucy and Daniel, I'm sorry, they had so many problems. Like, he had some weird jealousy thing, and then like she was overly emotional about it. Like,
Well,
personally,
then, they had that whole thing with what's her face? In I
Oh,
keep
yeah,
wanting to
yeah,
call
yeah.
it Casa Amor, but it's not
yeah,
Casa
no,
Amor.
that whole thing where they meet
That
up.
thing.
Yeah, I was like, not saying that Ollie wouldn't have done something if AD wasn't there, because we really don't know what would have happened in that situation, but he did have to couple up with someone else.
No,
So
sorry.
there you go.
Sorry, squirrel. Emmett brought me the Alani, and then he brought up another one, asked if he could have it. And I was like, that's so hard, because he sees me drink them all the time, and they're cute little cans. Like, what kid wouldn't want to try it? And I've let him take a sip of one before, and he was like, oh, that's good. I was like, oh, dang it, I was hoping you wouldn't like it. But anyway, so Ollie and AD. I think if AD wasn't at the mixer, Ollie may have.
But he was coupled with somebody, so I don't want to say he did kiss her and
lie
like
about it.
Yeah, and lie about it. Which like, I just want to say everyone's like human, right? And I'm not saying that you should lie, but these people are on an island, and like you really only been with them like a couple of weeks. I don't think an omission of lies, being like, I didn't really kiss her when he did, I can understand, because he actually cared. I don't think that he realized he cared until he saw AD again and was like, oh no, like I'm actually in. And sometimes it does take that to where you don't, like, you take that person for granted, essentially. Like, they're everything you want. They hit all, check all the boxes, but then you see like a shiny object. And you're like, ooh, maybe the shiny object is better. And then you hang out with the shiny object.
The grass is always greener.
There's
that, like, what if
the grass is always greener, because I feel like that's cheating. Like when you're cheating on your partner.
Yeah, maybe that's not an appropriate phrase, but
that's why for these shows I try to use things a little different, because it's like, you kind of experience what it's like to actually be with another person, and then you realize, oh no, wait, I actually do like that person more than the other one. And sometimes it does take that realization. I think especially, honestly, even aside from the shows, I think just in a life general sense too, like being in like a dating, like not dating, being in like that type of situation, or like, talking to people, it's made me realize it's like, I don't really like talking to you. If I don't like talking to you,
yeah, that's a big one. Like, if you can't, shoot the shit, so to speak, with your person.
And Olly and AD have such great, like, they have best friend vibes, which is ultimately what you should want in a partner, because looks fade, like your personality and you as a person don't. You're always going to be, yes, you need to mature. Some people change, but I mean, ultimately, like, I feel like even in our 30s, I can't see myself changing too much. I mean, maybe enhancing some things. I'm pretty dead set with how my mind is. Like, I'm pretty dead set with how my mind is. And I'm okay with that. I think, going through all that stuff.
You're like, I think at this point in life, it's like you're pretty much, especially if you like haven't been married or with somebody, it's like this is me. Like, this is who I am now at this point. Like, there's no sense, not that there's any sense in changing, because things can be improved or whatever, but like, 24-year-old.
Yeah. Well, and
Alex
I think you do
34-year-old.
change.
Oh, for sure.
Oh God, yeah, no, hell no. I would never want to be 24-year-old Alex again.
I don't either. I want the.
Oh, I don't want to. I love being 30 so much. Like, so many people are like, oh,
Yeah.
like it's 30. I'm like, dude, I love being 30. I love being 34. I feel like I get hit on so much more now than I did back then. And most people don't even think I'm 34. Most people think I'm like 28,
Yeah.
which is a compliment. I mean, I don't wear makeup and I take, good care of my skin other than my
You
dark
definitely look
circles, which
younger.
unfortunately I have a child. But or like I had my neighbor actually, like I haven't seen him in like a few months, and he was just like, wow, you look really good. Did you lose weight? And I was like, no, I gained. I actually gained weight. I was like, I've gained 7 pounds. Well, like obviously, like I'm bulking, so
Yeah, so
I
you gained good
know
weight.
that. Yeah, but I did gain good weight, but yeah, but it feels good. So, and I think too, like when you like watch Ollie and AD together, they lift each other up. Like they're always smiling. Like, yeah, there is like a little bit of jealousy when they were in like the
Yeah.
boardroom and stuff. But I really feel like not that I think jealousy is a good thing. It's not, it's very unhealthy. And how some of them reacted, I do think is unhealthy. Like the way that Daniel had reacted when Lucy said that Ollie was the best kisser or whatever. Like, how did you not know it was a beard? She was just answering honestly. And I don't think there is anything wrong with that. But I think that in certain instances, and I'm not a jealous person at all. I'm very secure within myself. But I think that is where, with these shows, it kind of projects the insecurity. So the fact that Ollie and AD went through all of those things and him recoupling with somebody else or him getting with someone else, and then they came back together. That's why I think they should have won. I don't think Daniel, and I think honestly, there were some bitter people on the panel, jury, whatever you want to call them, because I just don't understand how Lucy and Daniel won. I really don't.
Either. I really don't. I don't know. I'd love to see the poll results because either had
And I
to be
don't,
really
it's not that I don't think
close.
they're a great couple, but
No, I was for sure thought all, and then I thought it was funny how at the end they were like, 2 weeks later, is that what they wrote down? 2 weeks later, 2 weeks later they
Mhm.
broke up, or 2 months later something, but then it was like, but then they showed us 6 months later, they showed us Ollie and AD getting engaged and their baby announcement. I was like, and their when have they gotten married yet? Maybe we didn't see a
No,
wedding. No.
I
Okay.
don't think they got married yet. No, they're just engaged.
I think I have her in love as like in a dress at Love Is Blind in my head. So that's
Oh,
why I was
maybe.
like, yeah. But yeah, I thought that was kind of like redeeming. It should have been them anyway. But
Yeah, it should have
cute.
been.
Well,
Well,
because he said he was
they
gonna marry her.
they work. Like when you look at two people, they work. Like how they bounce off of each other and feed off of each other. Sometimes when you're looking at someone in a toxic relationship, that person feeds their toxicity. So when they get angry, they get angrier, or like they get more pissed off. But then you never saw that. Like they had conversations and they would just walk away. Like one of them would be like, I need time, space, whatever. And that's healthy communication. So
For sure.
I'm baffled that they didn't win. And I really feel like,
yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, I feel like it was
I didn't like the way that they, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the way that they got down to the top two.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think the game was weird.
Yeah, because there was like, I think there was better, like, I think Madison and Freddie could have been a better choice over Lucy and Daniel.
I even think Louie and Sandy would have been a better choice.
Yeah, then I just was kind of surprised. Okay. Is Dad downstairs? Well, I mean, is Dad? Huh? Okay, sorry. Stop fighting. Number one. Number two, there's pasta on the counter if you want some pasta. Okay, then ask Dad to make you popcorn. I'm doing this right now, babe. It's like, I just need an hour. It's okay.
Please, just 1 hour.
1 hour. Oh, like you guys, they don't want anything to do with me until I'm in here, and then it's like, Mom's unavailable. Now I'm gonna ask them for everything.
Oh, I know that.
But yeah, I didn't care for that little game thing.
I didn't understand it. Like, I thought it was weird.
Well, I think they were trying to like do like a play on the newlyweds and to check compatibility, because if you're a truly compatible couple, you should, within 4 days of knowing your partner, you should know everything about them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's crazy work. Okay, birthdays for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, and it was like the ones that they all got like 100% right across the board made sense. But it's like there was some, it was like, what's something that you do that would annoy your partner? Or like, I don't know, I feel like that's like something that you kind of develop over time. Like right now, easily I could tell you and my like what annoys me about Mike that he does, and he probably would know what I would say. Breathing.
I, I honestly, I just think some of that stuff is built up over like
Just laughing
I
at
don't
myself.
even want to say like I don't even want to say like you're making me laugh. No, I don't even
Sorry.
want to say like no, you're fine. The I don't know. I just think it's crazy like to expect them to 'cause it seems like rehearsed. Like you have to ask all these like questions because you might be asked them in the game. You know, it's not even like getting to know you questions. It's like, what's my sister's middle name? Like you're like, what? Like
Yeah.
it's
So it's
just
like you should
it's
know
a
their
big too much.
birthday, know where they're from, know their job, know their maybe like they have two
If they
sisters,
have
maybe not.
siblings or if they don't. Yeah.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. After a week, I would expect if somebody got one of those wrong, maybe be like, "Are you guys talking about the right stuff?" But
Yeah. I would definitely be because some of the what was the one question? It was so weird. Not the where did you guys first kiss? Although, like, I feel like that could have been speculative because, like, if you kiss a lot, how would you remember what where your first kiss was? Like, we're not in high school. You know what I mean?
especially if
Like,
it wasn't one of those, if it could have been like what's her face with the Ollie and ADs was in the game. It wasn't even like a moment. Let's see what
yeah,
other
I know. So that's
question.
why I was just like, what was the one that oh, the mind question I didn't like at all. Like what like a what's a or not a mind, I'm sorry, what's a flaw like in your partner that you
Oh, like
think that they think is
ADHD.
a flaw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what kind of question is that? That was just so I didn't like it.
What were they?
That's excuse me.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's gonna take too long to. But yeah, that one I was kind of like, I want to be on a fly on a wall when that conversation comes up. Like, how do you know
Yeah.
that she thinks your ADHD is a flaw or would be a flaw? Like mine is like I think of like a flaw, like I bite my nails. Like, yeah, I think that's annoying, or like I'm
No,
loud. Loud was
people think we're
really
annoying
one.
though.
Hmm?
People think we're annoying though when we have ADHD. Like depending on like what kind you have or
Oh, yeah, I can see
like I
that.
would say mine is pretty bad. Like I stim a lot where I'm constantly touching my face, my that's why I always have my hair back because I otherwise it's so oily. I get overstimulated very easily.
Oh, that
And
one.
my mind is always going. Like it just doesn't shut. Like I can think of 30 things and like, I also can't stand someone like repeating themselves. It makes me want to bash my head through a wall, including my
Kinda
child,
like
including my children.
Mike,
Like,
like he if somebody's telling a story, he does it to me too often because sometimes I feel like I need to give all the details. But he'll be
yeah.
like, if you're going too slow through the story you're trying to tell, he's always like he physically like does the whole like, okay, like yeah, get to the point. Like he understands what I'm trying to say, but I'm still trying to get that out. Like this
Oh my
girl,
god,
he
that's
had
so
some
great.
hair. The hair was kind of long, and then and he'd be like, "Okay, where you?" I'm like, "Well, I'm telling you that it's long because it fell back and got shot and caught in some fan and ripped her skull. Whatever." That was a little Final Fantasy ish, but you know, Final Fantasy, Final Destination,
Well, Final Fantasy is a video game. Is that what you're talking about?
the one with the loggers, and then like
Oh,
all the
Final
things that we do.
Destination.
Final Destination. Okay,
That's the movie. Yes.
there I am
Final
again.
Fantasy is a video game.
We
It
need the
might be a movie.
compilation.
It's definitely a video
The
game.
Destination, Final Destination, the one with all the weird ways to die.
Yes, Final Destination.
Okay, yeah. I was like,
I
that got a
watched
little Final
Bloodlines.
Destination to me.
I was actually
I
impressed.
have
Like, it
only
was a
ever
good movie.
seen the first, second, third one of those.
The first two are good. The other ones are trash, personally. But the number 6, 5 is by far the worst. Like, it's a comedy at that point. Like, the
Oh
way
my
that they die
gosh.
is just
Like,
so
how
ridiculous.
ridiculous can we get?
Well, like, for instance, so just because your sons are in gymnastics, the bar that you like swing off of,
Yeah.
the bar. So they had this
Wait, the
girl, and
uneven bars or the high bar? Because it's different. Is it
no,
2 bars
the
or 1?
uneven bars, the uneven
Okay.
bars, the ones
Okay,
where you
that's fine.
swing
My boys
across
don't do
them.
that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, these are the ones where you swing across them. I just bet you would know like what I was talking about.
Yeah.
But the girl was going to swing to the other bar, and they just had her fall. And what was weird is that she would have just fallen like on her face and maybe done a flip. They literally had her fall on her face, and then her whole back collapsed and like crunched in on itself. I'm like, that's not even possible. Like, she maybe would have hurt her back, like bending it in an awkward way, but it wouldn't have crunched, and she wouldn't have been
Collapsed
like
like that.
this. Yeah, like
Yeah, that's wild. Especially because like they teach them how to fall and land so that if they
yes.
so that her just would not
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, even in just a freak scenario where you do
well, true. I
bend
guess
at a
that's
weird
most
angle,
people.
you're not gonna like crumpled. It was just beyond what I really thought someone could die with. But this last movie, it was actually good. The gore was fine. The ways that they died were actually like something just crazy that can happen, and the acting wasn't horrendous. Like, sometimes with these movies, you're like, God, shoot me. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like, all the people, because they got like actual like good actors to be in the movie. So, but yeah,
The
it was
only one
definitely
that
worth
I
it.
remember, I've only seen like 1, maybe 2. The only thing that I remember very vividly is the girl, I think it's a girl or a boy, child in a pool, and then they get sucked into the drain thing and it sucks
Oh yeah,
out their
it's a
innards.
guy. That's the first one.
Yeah,
No,
at the
that's
bottom
the
of
second one.
yeah.
I'm sorry, that's the second one.
Yeah, I think that's the only one I've seen. That's a long
That's
time
still a
ago.
good one. The first two are great because it's not. Then I don't understand why they kept going, because like the third one's okay, but then like 4 and 5, you're just why, just why.
Like Fast and Furious.
Oh God, dude! I heard they're coming out with another one, and I can't.
Of
Like,
course
I
they are.
cannot. I cannot. I'm like, dude, why? Like, what?
Why
What is
not?
the point?
It's about family. Well, anyway. So I didn't think the reunion thing that they did was very climax. I think the only thing climactic or entertaining that came out of that was Justine and or not Justine, Juliet, Carrington, and Scott. That whole like chaos
Oh yeah, that
where
weird.
where
Yeah.
she was like, I guess Carrington. I had high hopes for you, and that whole thing just was like, oh, now
I
you're
told you
unfortunately
he's messy. He is messy.
oh, that was so messy.
Like,
But
you
he was
can't
just
trust a
so
guy who
focused
thinks
on
he's the
you.
shit. You
You
can't
said
trust a
he's
guy
not
who
your
thinks he's
partner. Yeah, he thinks he's a shit. But
yeah.
yeah, I was just like, he was
Well,
so
that
focused on that. He said he's not your perfect match over and over. You said it. You said it. She said it. You
mhm.
heard it. She said it. It's like, oh God. Sorry, I'm so wiggly today. But yeah.
No, you're good.
So then when she lets him down nice,
I
which I
mean, I was gonna say like when he said that stuff to Scott, I was like,
listen, she said that wait, what did he say she said? That you're too young and you're not a perfect match. And he didn't even ask her. He was like, let's go.
I know, that was so crazy to me. Like, wow, like you didn't even ask if that was
Didn't
true.
ask
Like,
her.
that's great. But to be honest with you, I don't think it was crazy. Like, that she says she doesn't know. You know what I mean? Like, because how can you know if someone's your perfect match? Like, How can you literally, until you've spent like time with this freaking
Yeah.
person,
They were
you
only
have
coupled
no
up for, like,
idea.
a day.
Yeah, like what the shit is that? Like I
He had
I
said
can't. This is
and he had said that he was talking, like, the day before or, like, the episode before or something. He was talking about how much he likes Juliet and how they vibe and everything, and then
Mhm.
he said, "Even though she pisses me off sometimes, and she really pisses me off sometimes," and I was like, you guys have been coupled for 24 hours, and you have that to say already, and that's not a like, hello?
Yeah, that's a bad
Like,
thing.
what could she be doing that really pisses you off or
Mhm.
sometimes pisses you off, meaning is that more than once in 24
Right,
hours?
right, right.
So to walk out or for her to I don't know. She's too young for you, bro. Sorry, that's what I kept thinking of. Well,
Yeah, I just, you know,
but she
age
finally got to
really,
confront them.
yeah, I know. Age really is a number though. Like I know some people go, age is just a number, but it's not. Like it is a thing because let me tell you something. I'm 34. What the hell am I gonna have in common with a 24-year-old or a 44-year-old?
You never know.
Either or. Like I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like
44-year-old, death. You're probably both closer to death than you are the 24-year-old.
well, I
Reader's
mean, I guess,
Digest
but
in the
like
bathroom.
so. Well, okay, so like Kay likes when we're hanging out or whatever. He likes to say the young people words. And I
Okay.
literally tell him this all the time. I'm like, I cannot believe I ever slept with you. Like, and I had a child with you. Ugh, it just disgusts me. But like, he goes like, "Oh, you're like, I'm aura farming," and I'm like, "Do you realize how dumb you sound saying
What
that
is
when
that?
you
Aura
have gray
forming?
hair?" Or aura farming. It's like when
Aura
you're.
farming?
I don't fucking. Yeah, I don't
Urban
really
Dictionary.
I couldn't tell you what exactly it means. I think it means like you have like a lot of beauty, not beauty. I don't even know. I can't even really like figure that
Okay,
out,
so
but I know that it's
aura
a
farming.
young person's word.
Oh, it's the act of dominantly exerting one's persona, charisma, and demeanor as a noticeable social pressure through intentional actions supportive of the aura farmer's desired so you're like presenting off that you're badass. That's what I kind of gather from it, or that you're yeah, like
Yeah, so
that you
yes,
have riz. You're
yes,
projecting
so
that
he
you
always
have
goes, he's
riz.
aura farming. And yeah,
Sorry, I had to look it up
right.
because we
And
have
then
some
he always
listeners,
like
I'm
he
sure,
says
that are
words
like
like gas. No,
gas,
I know.
gas me up,
They,
baby.
he says words like, "Oh, that's gas," or uh so he uses another one. And I literally sit there and I'm like, you wonder why people get mad at you? It's because you do this shit to death. Like you just think, and then it just bam. Like that's what I want to do to you. Like
Period.
I felt bad though because I told him like I'm so glad I'm not with you. And I can't stand that shit either. I I so I told him today, I'm so glad I'm not with you anymore. Like, cause he's so annoying. Like, I'm like, dude, I can't even believe I stood your ass for 13 years. But like, he was so annoying. And then Brooklyn was like, does that mean you don't love me either? And I'm like, no, like, come on. I told her I was just joking because like she got offended by it. But I'm like, I'm still so glad I'm not with your dumbass. Like,
You're the half, yeah, for sure. I was trying to think like
no,
I,
thank you.
well, I don't know if they're like because I feel like we're moving into Gen Alpha slang more than Gen, but like not that it matters. But I was like trying to think because I use some
We
like I'll
are.
say that's fire, or I think that's it.
That's fire is fine, but like the aura farming or the
I don't know. I
riz
had to
or
look it
like
up.
that gas or he's saying like no cap. And I'm like, dude, you're about to
That's the
be
one that's always
36 years
confusing
old.
to me.
Like you're please act your age. Like act your age. We do not talk like that. We are adults. Okay. Like, yes, we still use some of our slang because that's what we grew up with. So to us, it's not really slang anymore. It's kind of just a part of our language. But when you're using like things that my brother is using, there's a problem because he's
Yeah.
22. Okay. Like you gotta like, even if you work with like younger people, I still work with some young people and they don't even say those words. So I really feel like it's like maybe a small or like online type of social media thing that goes around. But like I've heard fire and I've heard gas before, but like or farming, I've never heard that like my brother ever say that before. He just says
Yeah,
that's
that's
dope or
weird.
something. So I do think you're right. I think it's more like
Stan?
Gen
That's the
Alpha.
one that I don't understand too. Like everyone's saying they're like a Huda stan, or I don't
Oh, I know. They're just
I don't
inventing words.
understand the derivative of it, like where it came from. Like I'm a fan, so why'd you just say a fan? Or like I stand behind her.
Yeah, I
Everyone,
guess.
yeah. So but we
No,
digress.
that one confused me too.
Yeah. So yeah, that whole Scott Juliet Carrington thing was wild.
Yeah, it was.
And I kind of realized like Scott, I remember he came in and he was like intriguing. For me, I was like, okay, I don't really know much about him. I haven't watched his show. Or he was on Love Island, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then so like I haven't seen him on Love Island. I don't know anything. He was very, except for the fact that he was really aggressively blunt with Rachel, which other people were saying that he was blunt or like comes off as rude a little. And I was like, okay, I clocked that, but I didn't think like whatever.
I honestly, I think that
cultures
some people use like the too bluntness or like the like
forward.
I mean, well, no, like they're being too forward, too blunt, or like being sarcastic and stuff. I feel like people sometimes use that as an excuse to be an asshole. Like whether you know it or not, I really feel like it's an excuse to be a dick to somebody or be just a dick in general, and then like kind of be like, well, I'm just joking or I'm just blunt with you. Like that's just how I am. I'm very blunt too, but I know how to say things correctly to people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to just be like,
You have to
yeah,
start
you
with
look
no
like
offense.
shit. Look, you look like shit. No offense. Like you're
ugly.
ugly.
You.
No offense. You're ugly. No offense.
But not like that.
So,
You know, I still love you. But
yeah, but like you're probably the ugliest person I've ever seen in my life. Like you
oh
you
my
have
God.
issues. You really need to think about seeing a therapist.
One for you.
But that's what I mean. Like Carrington is an asshole. Like he is genuinely and that's fine. But like just say I'm an asshole. Just say I'm an asshole because then
he's
when
the
you
one
say
who said
things,
I'm a oh gosh, I'm an asshole. I'm a certified or whatever he said. Hold on, I have it here because it was glorious. Oh gosh. Let's do. I know everybody's probably yelling at me. Who cares? Self-aware douchebag. They call himself a self-aware douchebag.
well, I mean, he kind of,
he is
you know, he is
he
a
just thinks
douchebag,
he's
and
top
he
shit.
says
And
it.
again, I stand by my phrase of he practices his body language in the mirror.
But you also saying that too, like it also does not give you the right to be like you can just say whatever you want because people are human and they have feelings. And yes, like we all make that mistake where we might be a little bit too honest with somebody. Everyone does that, but I was just the way and Rachel is so nice too. Like she was very sweet, and I think if you would have just approached her like normally with criticism, I think, or like how you felt, it would have been, or what he thought was criticism, or being blunt or whatever. I think if you just would have approached it that way, she would have had like way more respect, and it would have came off nicer than how he approached the situation. Because that just to me was like, you have issues.
I thought it was funny that Carrington came in and he was still trying to go for Rachel. She was just like, oh, actually,
I know, right?
Ray, and it's great, but just like the cringe on her face when he's like, yeah, so I'd like to explore this some more. She's like, well, I felt kind of bad for him a little bit. Till he went and did all that like, yo, Scott stuff. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes me think that there's things that we didn't see, and maybe that's why she chose Ray, not Carrington.
Oh, for sure. And she seems more like up here than like Carrington's down. Like,
yeah. I completely agree with you.
She's not. Yeah. and okay. I wanted to talk about the date that Rachel and Ray got to go on when they won the Keeping It 50-50 challenge and how awkward that date was.
Yeah.
Not for them two, just the date itself. So like they go, so you've got what, 4 guys and Carrington, or not Carrington, Ray and Rachel. I was like,
Yes.
everyone, that's so awkward. She's like the only girl wrestling with all these guys, these big sweaty bodies, and they're like
Yeah,
making her throw herself at them and like holding her. Oh my god, it was just like
that was
the
a really weird date. I didn't like it at all.
weirdest thing ever.
I
Yeah.
was like, who thought this would be a good idea?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think maybe they thought that Rachel and Ray would wrestle each other and they would be taught, but somehow it turned into 4 dudes and 1 girl in a wrestling ring.
Yeah, well, maybe when you put it that way, but that was just weird. That came off weird. I was weirded out by the entire situation. I was like, this is awkward. Like, why am I watching this right now? This doesn't look right.
No, yeah, I'm glad they only like it didn't show too much of it before they were eating and stuff. So, yeah, I liked that they got to go into the boardroom too.
Yeah.
It was kind of refreshing because it was just like it wasn't the usual. Like I was like, if Madison goes in, it could be bad. I don't know. It just was nice to see them go in because it was just like not so. They weren't so like conniving. I felt like so.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because they sent Sandy and JR on another date, and
No,
then
that
they
was
sent
interesting.
Carrington and Juliet on a date. Did you see his
Yeah.
little thing when he walked in and it said JR persistent AF?
Yes, I know. I was just like, this is why. I think they wasted the picks, but
Well, I think they were kind of stuck. Who are you saying? Like, because they had Clayton, JR, Cody, and Carrington. Plot twist: send Madison on a date with Cody.
right, that would have been great.
Or
Well,
Juliet
yeah,
with Cody after that whole.
yeah. I
freaking
mean, I
up
guess
in
you're
the
right, but I don't know. I think of the picks. Sending Sandy with JR was wild
Yeah.
because she had the option to do that herself and she didn't. So to me, it was kind of like, why would you do it?
And they had already like talked at the mixer after that one and like kind of like closed that door. Like she was like, I'm with Louie. I'm kind of like done. So that was weird.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard. I wanted to hear her podcast. I completely forgot to because like I guess she says some stuff about Louis or whatever and like what happened.
Sandy?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a good. I'm gonna write that down. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna look it up. Sandy. Oh, that's cool. Cause I was wondering about that now that we were finished.
Yeah, some of them
I
are
haven't
actually
seen anything on social
yeah,
media.
I saw one on Sandy for sure. I think she's put on the same one the Love Island cast did that starts with a V.
The Vile Files?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that'll be
No, not the
interesting.
Vile Files.
No, okay.
What is it
Because
called?
I have
It's like the no, not Varsity Vanity.
I have What's the Reality with I don't know where she talks about it. Oh, the host is AD. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know she had a podcast. What's the Reality is her podcast. Interesting. AD, we're back with another episode. What's the Reality? I have my homie from A1.
Yeah, the Vile Files. My bad. Yeah, so she was on the Vile Files.
Okay, that makes more sense because he tends to do those kind of. Yeah. Yeah, that's Nick. Yeah.
Her spotlight.
Essentially,
Yeah, he's from The Bachelor.
or whatever. It was very disrespectful to the cast, myself. I was really alarmed when Miguel unfollowed him.
How does Louis feel about it?
My sensors kind of went up with him. I was like, why? You know, to be honest.
But I really feel like it is just all about bashing Louis. Like you don't know. Well, it's like you don't know his relationship. Like, why again are we tearing down another woman? Like saying Huda or whatever. You know her name. We all know her name. Like,
So is
let's
she
be honest.
bashing on Huda too?
I don't know if she's bashing on Huda, but I
Oh.
just feel like her, like them asking the question, "Do you think he's ready for fatherhood?" Well, she has a kid. Like, what do you think that means to me? Kind of like,
Well,
and
he
he
has a
goes,
kid too, doesn't he?
"Yeah, he does." And so that's why she's
Oh.
like, it raised alarm bells. But I don't know if people, I don't know if a lot of people, because I hate saying this, but like, single moms get way worse rep than single dads.
Mhm.
It's almost like they expect single dads to be however they want, and like if they're in their child's life, they're in the child's life. But like the mom is always expected to be in the child's life. That's why Huda gets bashed on, but even though the kid's with her dad, which is fine,
Yeah.
and I feel like, saying that it's a red flag just because he's a fuckboy, so what? Everybody knows Louis a whore. Like, that's why he went on Too Hot to Handle. That's a horror show. Like, I mean, ultimately, that doesn't make you, well, it's like, that doesn't make you a bad parent. You know what I mean? I just, like, I hate the bashing on single parents because you don't know the situation. Like, you don't, like, if you thought that I wanted to have two different fathers for my kids, you're out of your mind. Like, you're out of your mind if you really thought that that's what I wanted.
Yeah, most people aren't wanting to be
Usually
usually
single moms.
Yeah.
Hell no. And Brooklyn was an accident, but we had been together for 10 years. So it was kind of like, should we do this? Because at that point, I was like, if I don't have a kid now, I don't even know if I'll have another one. Then after having Brooklyn and then, not, and then being, I'll ever going through all that stuff with Kay, I was like, I don't want another kid because, like, Brooklyn's already, 3. Like, I'm not basically done, but it's not
Yeah.
hard anymore. And then having, Ever, and then in like after like a year of being with somebody again, accident, but I owned up to the responsibility, and then, unfortunately lost him to drugs. So it's just like, if you really thought that that's like what I wanted in my mind, like, you're crazy. So to me, it's like, I don't like when people bash or say like, oh, they gave me red flags. He's already a dad. And if he takes care of his child, it does not matter what the person is doing in the public eye. If they don't post their kids, it's not up for you to decide if they're with them or not. Huda doesn't post her daughter very much at all. Like, you can, even on her Instagram, it's all just her. Because that's what she is. That's what she is sporting as herself,
Yeah.
And so I just think that I just don't like the way, I get it. Like, you felt disrespected because he came out with his relationship, but it's also like, why are you bashing on him when he's not bashing on you? Like, it's kind of like she seems bitter about whatever happened.
I'm sure.
But it's
like,
like,
listen to figure out what happened.
Yeah, and it's just like, I get it. If he scorned you, he scorned you, but it's at the same time, you know what you were getting into. Did you really think that?
Her fault?
Well,
Or
it's
Huda's fault. Huda's fault, I mean.
No, it wasn't. And it's like, Louis is 24 years old, Sandy. You were 28. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, I don't see Ace and Shelly working out at all.
Did they already break up?
No, I guess not real. I don't know. I guess it was a false rumor.
Oh.
But I did hear that Shelly and Alandria aren't friends anymore.
Oh, it says that they were okay. So Sandy and Louis broke up after the Perfect Match season 3 finale because of practical challenges like living in different countries and an age gap, along with differing life goals and lifestyles. They were open about these issues after leaving the show, acknowledging that their connection couldn't realistically work in the real world and that things just fizzled out. Seems like the primary factor was long distance.
Okay, that makes her bashing him even worse. Like,
that's why I was like, did something happen? But
something obviously happened, but
I'll have to listen to that podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, same.
So that we can report at the next one. Which, speaking of, Love Island games starts the 16th.
Does it?
So, yeah. But I was trying to figure out how many episodes a week it is because I can't get a straight answer off Google. Like, is it a 3-day a week thing, 4-day, 1-day, 2-day? Because it seems like it's pretty much like Love Island USA. How many days a week?
Oh, I
But
guess
I
you could
couldn't.
just look at season 1 and see how long that was.
It was 19 episodes, but I'm like, I don't know if it was an everyday thing. Hold on. I wonder if
Maybe it
it'll
was
tell
like a
me the dates. Excuse me. Sunday Night Football. All right. Love Island. Love, there it is right there. That's funny. Okay. Peacock Original. Let's see if I can see the info. I can't without playing the episode. No. I guess I could. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll look it up later. But yeah, I was like, I'm not sure. We'll have to figure out a
If-
schedule for that. But
Yeah, once we know like how many is recurring or like in the month.
yeah, because we might be able to do it again, like a once a week chunk.
Yeah.
So that'd be good. And then I don't really have anything else. Well, Too Hot to Handle. Do we have another Too Hot to Handle? So let's see. Reality TV shows coming up soon. Sorry, guys.
I don't have Netflix on my phone. I only have Disney Plus.
Love is Blind, Love Island, and Big. Okay, that's all the summer stuff. Too Hot to
Summer.
Handle. Nelly and Ashanti, We Belong Together. Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad y'all are together, but like, who wants to see that?
Yeah, no. Storage Wars. Still going, apparently.
Storage
It's
Wars.
horrible. Oh, Too Hot to Handle. All right, that's the one I was like, I know there has to be. Hold on. Too Hot to Handle 2025. I don't know the episode seasons.
Upcoming.
No official confirmation for season 7, but it's highly anticipated. Likely be
Squid
around.
Games.
A Christmas is also really Christmas.
Oh, The
Too Hot to
Witcher.
Handle Spain. Too Hot to Handle. Ooh.
What?
Too Hot to Handle Spain came out in June. Too Hot to Handle Italy came out in July. But is it on Jugando con Fuego? Shit, does that mean it's not in English?
No, it's definitely
Obviously,
not.
it's not in English.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, you want to do ones that's not in English? That's going to be even harder to follow.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there should be captions.
Feel like
That's
it's
what I
going to
was
be.
getting at.
That was so great.
Oh,
I'm excited.
man.
I'm excited for The Witcher
Oh, it did come out. That's cool.
and The Last Airbender.
See, okay. Well, let's let that be the end of this. We can rant a little about that. So, okay, I got a lot to say. Not a lot, but I really like The Witcher. However,
Love The Witcher.
I will not ever be able to see Liam Hemsworth as Geralt.
Yeah, I'm a little upset by that.
The
I
vibes
feel like
are
they made
so
a huge
different.
mistake. Not even that. Like, you couldn't have gotten another guy who at least was similar build. Like, there's
Chris
no.
Evans. You could bring Chris Evans. I would have accepted.
I
Who
would have
else?
almost accepted everyone other than Liam
That's
because
the only thing I can
even
think that's
Chris would have
similar.
been better because Liam does not. First of all, like you're going from like oh to like you know what I'm saying? Like there's
Well, you got Superman and Miley's boyfriend. That's the only way I see it.
I almost clapped my hands and I stopped myself. I don't want to
like
make
you're
my
taking Superman, you're removing him, Clark Kent.
you
Yeah,
know what you're doing? You're taking Superman, you're giving him kryptonite, and that's what he looks like. Or no, you're not kryptonite. I'm sorry, you're giving him the red sun. I don't think you've ever seen that because I just read comics and stuff, but there is this one comic where I think is it Lex? I don't know. Anyway, he traps him in this like hyperbaric chamber with red sunlight, and what red sunlight does is it basically like makes him essentially human, not like really human, like he can't really die,
Like,
but it makes him all shriveled and like, you know, skinny, and he looks horrendous, right?
like
That's what made me think of it.
Steve Rogers pre-injection.
Yes, yeah, yep, that
You go
yes,
from one to the other.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. Even honestly, I would have been okay with um ooh, what is his real name? Bucky Barnes. I
Yeah,
would have.
Sebastian
Oh,
Stan.
there you go, Sebastian. I was like,
Okay,
ooh, what is his name?
hold that one up.
Yeah, I think even
Yeah.
him, he would have been great. Why they chose Liam,
I
I
don't know.
don't
And maybe I
understand.
mean maybe he'll surprise us, but I'm having a hard time like
My
continuing
mom
the
watches The
series.
Witcher, and even she's like, I don't know how he's gonna be because I can't see it.
It's just I'm like there's nothing to look like. If it was I would just kept going. So then I started looking into the books
Okay.
and wondering because Lord knows I need more books on my TBR. It was like maybe if because that's how that's how Mike's always gotten me into series. Like he had me read the Dexter books before, and then we watched Dexter back in the day, True Blood, Game of
I love
Thrones.
Dexter. And I love
Oh,
True Blood and Game of Thrones, but I didn't have to.
they're
I
all
didn't read
so
those
good.
books.
Oh well, I was like I don't watch a lot of TV as it is, and I'm very particular in my enjoyment of TV, and hence the podcast. But so he was like trying to get me to watch serial killer show. I was like, I'm not really that into that kind of like I'm good,
I
you're
don't
good.
really watch that much TV either. Movies, yes.
I don't watch much of anything.
TV shows, no. I mean, other than the ones like that we cover, Big Brother, I do watch. Other than that, though, I mean, like, I don't. I mean, it's something like I'll watch The Witcher or but yeah, I don't. I mean, I really don't. I try. Like, I tried a couple of new shows, or like if he really likes a show and he tells me about it, I'll watch it because we have like similar like interests in shows and stuff,
Yeah.
and vice versa. But like I've tried Rival, which is on Peacock. It's like a weird zombie show. I tried to get into it. Or like because it seemed like the trailers seemed interesting. It's terrible. I tried Butterfly on Amazon. Terrible. You know what though? You might like, I don't know, maybe you might not like it. It is a book. It's called Terminalist. I watched the show because it's on Amazon. It's called Terminalist, but it's actually a book. It's about army and like espionage type stuff, but the show was freaking phenomenal. It
Oh,
was so good, but I know it's a book, and they actually just made Dark Wolf, but they're
I
Terminalist
just saw
2.
Chris Pratt and Say Less.
Yeah, no, it's a great show. Like I was
Chris Pratt's in it. I'm gonna watch it.
pleasantly surprised. It gave Shutter Island vibes without
Ooh, I like
him,
that one.
but without him being actually crazy. He's not the crazy one. Like you
Right.
throughout the thing, you're not sure if he is or not, but it's like, but he's not. Like, it's, and the scenes are like just the way that because I think Chris Pratt actually directed it as well.
Oh, it's a whole
It's a really,
series.
yes, yeah.
The
It's
book is,
books.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the books, and they are making the series as well, TV wise, through the books.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I've been reading books wise before movies is a lot of Stephen King. Just read the I'm not done. I'm like 50 pages left. The
I don't
one
like scary books.
they're not scary. I don't think they're not scary because they're more psychological, like more like make you think and like what's going on type of thing. Like in like
Okay.
you think The Shining. So have you seen The Shining, the
Yeah,
movie?
of course.
The movie and the book, not on the same wavelength.
Well, when I think of The
Similar.
Shining too, I think of like when Joey puts it in the freezer because he does from
There are
Friends.
moments where I was like, oh my God. But I feel like my mom and I talk about this a lot because I feel like I
It
would
doesn't
rather
go
read
bah!
a horror book
Like
versus there's no jump scares in a horror book, in my opinion,
that's
because
true. It's
you're
not like a
reading
movie.
it and versus like a movie where the setting is set, the sounds are playing, the noises are happening,
You
and
know,
that's
see, I
like
have too much of an imagination. Like, I swear to God,
that's
like
what
if
my
I were,
mom says. She's like, she's like, it scares me because I can
yeah,
totally picture it.
I
And
would
I'm
be
like,
reading it and I would feel like I'm living in the book.
and then it turned, and you're like, ah, yeah, no. The Shining is kind of scary in that sense. But for me, it was more of the journey of Jack's kind of slowly losing his mind to the hotel.
Okay. I mean,
And
even
yeah,
if I'm not reading, like, even if I'm not reading like a spicy book, or something like that, I still like fantasy. Fantasy has always probably
yeah,
been my number one genre of book. I just because Twilight got me interested,
for
I
sure.
think, in fantasy first, and I think I just stuck with them. Like the Body Finder series, was really good. House of Midnight is another like vampire, but like type shifter one without any spicy scenes. And the what's crazy too is that I think also another book that got me into reading was The Lost Boy.
Is that
Probably,
the Dave Pelzer one?
yeah,
Child
probably.
called
I
Boy?
it's the
Yeah.
Lost Child, or the Child
Child called
something.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Child Code. So I read The Child Called It. Then I read all of those books. First of
Yeah.
all, some of the most horrific things I've
I
ever.
don't know what I was doing reading it at the age that I was reading that.
Same, and it
But yeah.
changed. It changed me. Like, even though I was in an abusive relationship, because I think I read it after that time, or
Yeah.
maybe it was during, but like to experience something like that as a child, like just what that guy, I mean, that just, it's still to this day, it's just like, I don't understand how somebody can do that to their child. That's why when I
Yeah.
see all this like disgusting things, it's like, I feel bad when I yell at Ever sometimes because she's almost 2, but she's 20 months. It's her age. And I feel guilty when I do that. And it's because I'm overstimulated.
Yeah.
And I'm a solo parent. I'm working. There's a lot going on for me. So my getting
Yeah,
overstimulated
but
is
you're
very
not
easy.
doing nearly half the stuff that
No, but
Melinda
it's like
does.
I feel bad yelling at her. And these people, I mean,
Oh yeah.
she making him clean with ammonia and like letting him pass out.
Glue,
And
right? Doesn't he make it mix she mixes it? Yeah.
yeah, it's just
For me,
like
it was always the one that stuck out the most, and hopefully we don't well, I already marked explicit, but trigger warning. When she gets mad and she turns the burners on the stove and makes him lay
yeah.
down on the stove. Oh my god, that like lives rent free in my head, and I just can't.
And to be able to
Ugh.
write all that too, that's why I think like, and then I also read, I think it's Ellen Hopkins. She writes like let me look it up. She writes these crazy books that I ended up getting into. I haven't read any of her like newer stuff, but it's all about like drug addiction and like these people that are addicted to drugs, and all of them are crazy. Like all of the books are insane. The way they're written too. Like she writes like this, like all the pages are weird.
Oh yeah.
Um, Ellen Hopkins books. Yeah. So Crank was the first one I read.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was
these
just
books.
that's so funny because I was just thinking of that book while you were talking about that. I was like, oh, that's like this other book, and that's funny because it was hers. Okay. I always think
Yeah.
like
See, I tried reading Tilt because I read all the way up to Perfect. I tried reading Tilt, but like I didn't want to read it anymore. But it looks like they got Tilt, Traffic, Smoke, and Sink. Her books were really good, so she got me into that. And then I think my first spicy book was Go Ask Alice. That was my first. I had no business reading that when I was 16, 17. I had no business reading that at
I
all when I was 17.
remember this book um called Anatomy of a Boyfriend. It was high school, freshman
Mhm.
year, sophomore year, something, and they were learning it, and then I think maybe it was the perfect time for me to read that because of the premise of the book. It was teenagers, they were kind of learning
Mhm.
about
Yeah, Go Ask Alice was adult. Like it was
oh, yeah,
very
no. I just
adult.
remember that being because they were talking about different types of protection and different things that happen between boyfriends and girlfriends, but they were
Oh,
teenagers, so I was like, maybe it's appropriate because I was in high school and, like,
yeah, yeah.
it opened that door, but, like, I don't know, I remember being like, "I'm gonna be in trouble for reading that." which my mom probably wouldn't have cared, but you know.
I know. Well, I didn't mean to. I started it, but I read this one too. I think it's called Twisted. And it was a guy who used to be a drug addict, and his story is crazy. Like, he tells you the craziest shit that happened to him. And like the STDs that he got, like all this, like just all this insane stuff. But I think what's crazy is like the levels of different rating that I did. Like, I don't, I still like the realistic stuff. But I still kind of go for the same, like, not fantasy. I do like either real books like that guy or like the Child Called It, because I think those stories are so impactful, and I do think that they make such a difference. Like, somebody was telling me the other day, they were like, why aren't you a therapist, or like why don't you tell your story? And I go, because I really don't feel like my story could ever compare to somebody like a Child Called It. Like, I get that I've been through a lot, and
Like imposter syndrome. Like
yeah, like, was it okay?
Like,
Yeah, was it okay?
yeah.
No, but like, even when I was in Arizona, my grandma was like, how come you never said anything about your dad? And I go, I was like, because you don't. I said, as an adult, I could tell you all day, like, yes, I should have said something. But as a child, like, I just wanted my dad to love me. And the fact that he kept either not picking me up, and this stemmed from when I was months old. I mean, my hair was falling out as a 4-year-old. They had to actually cut my head open and take a brain tissue sample because they thought I had brain cancer, like, because he was stressing me out that much. But I'm like, when you look at those things, it's like, as a kid, you just want your dad to love you, and you didn't understand why your mom and your stepdad loved you more. You had their love. That's what I told my grandma. I'm like, I had their love. I know I had their love. I wanted love from the person that didn't love me, and I didn't understand why they didn't love me. And
put
then
your energy into
and then it's like, I'm hoping that if he just spends some time with me, and then it got to a point where he was taking me to the parties, and I was in very unsafe situations, and it's like, but he was just getting like, now I realize he was actually getting high and drunk, like, after been in a mentally abusive relationship with drugs involved. Like, now I realize, oh, you were actually high and you're an alcoholic. You were both. Yeah, and so it really kind of opens your eyes sometimes, because I'm like, yes, I went through a lot, and sure, I love helping people, and I give advice. If somebody asks me, I'm always willing to help someone. But it's like, I don't think it's good enough to be in a book, because even though I experienced all those things, I still think people like the child cat, they have it from childhood. I mean, I don't want to say her name. I'll just call her V. But what was weird, and because I don't even think I told you about this a couple of weeks ago, there were this TikTok trend or whatever about like this, like, my type guy or whatever. And this girl posted, and she didn't have that many comments, and then I posted, and I was like, sounds like your friend likes you, like, because he was upset that she was out with a guy. Seemed almost like a book situation, like, I'm gonna come get you, like she was drunk or whatever. And then she ended up actually commenting, and then I commented back, and then she was like, it seems like I could really use your help. I didn't know she was 17 but then she ended up telling me her age, which is fine. I mean, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just, she asked for my advice, and I said, yeah, absolutely. Like, oh, if you just, I said, DM me on Instagram. I don't mind helping you out at all. And so she DM'd me, and she was just like, she told me the saddest story, that her parents are rich, like very rich, powerful people. I don't even think the name she gave me I don't even think that's her actual name. And that her mom is a piece of shit, left her with her dad. Her dad sells her to people. Yeah, like, sells her to people. Like, she has to live with him because she's 17. She lives in New York. And the guy she was talking about in like her TikTok is a friend. And she's like, I don't understand, like, why he gives me these like little girl nicknames. I'm like, they're just cute nicknames. Like, most guys who give you a nickname like you, like, that's just what it is. The dude is a few years older, which I said, like, you have to be careful with that. I'm like, because I said you were essentially groomed. So older guys might be more appealing to you because you were groomed that way. but I mean, the dude's still like, I think he's like 20 or something. And I dated somebody 21 when I was 17. Not that it's okay, but you know, she is almost 18. But
I remember
some of
trying to
the
date a 21-year-old when I was 17, and my mom
yeah,
was
I
like,
know.
"Hell no!" And I was like, "What do you mean?"
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Now I was like,
Um,
"Oh, hell no!"
I didn't say anything when I did that. But yeah, her life was like, she kept, you know, she told me all these things, and then, you know, I was telling her some stuff just, you know, from my perspective, and she's like, you've been through so much, and she's just like, you should really, you know, she's like, you should be a therapist. And I'm like, I just like helping people. I don't, first of all, I could never do the schooling, like, no thank you. But like my ADHD
Yeah.
could never. Also, I wouldn't want to sit in a chair and listen to people all day. I don't mind helping people on my personal time, but like, I don't want to be doing that as a job.
You listen to me. Will you listen to me?
Right,
I'll
no.
pay you. Yeah.
I know, I'll pay you, right? But yeah, but I helped her out. And you know, I told her, I said, you know, this guy sounds like he's actually trying to be a friend and trying to be there for you after everything you experienced. But I'm just like, when I look at that, I like, because this happened a couple weeks ago. It was very brief, but it felt nice, like helping her because she was 17. She's like, I feel like
Can't you
you
report
should.
that? Shouldn't you report that?
I don't know who she is, and I don't know who her dad is.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, I can't report anything that I don't really know. And I don't know how much of this is she's telling, you know, the truth and stuff, or she just wanted, you know, advice. And I can't even verify if she actually is 17
Making
or
up
not.
some story or
Yeah, or you know what I mean? But she's not like, she didn't ask me for money. She hasn't like tried to hit me up for anything. She seemed like she was lost. And whether or not her story is true, even if it's some semblance of the truth, like there are people out there that really have it like just terribly, and I feel like I'm so blessed now. Like I'm so
Yeah.
happy and like at
Don't
peace.
discount yourself, you know.
Oh no, I know. But it's one of those things. I think the books, when you read those and like you realize like your own life and stuff, that stuff's very impactful. Like that's the second my, you know, my youngest, because Brooklyn right now, she's so into video games. My ex has just had her, so it's very difficult for me to get her to like some of the things that I do. I mean, I still like video games, don't get me wrong, but I love reading above all. Actually, I was telling A yesterday, I said I read 2 books last week. I'm almost done with the third. And he was like, Jesus. And I was like, what? He's like, that's a lot of reading. I was like, I love reading. I read really fast though. So, okay.
Yeah.
But I was like, I love to read. Like I will always be on my Kindle, and I want her to be like that. I want her to love reading too, because I do think it enhances your skill and ability so much. We got like
She'll
really
get
off
there.
topic. We got really off topic there.
No, that's why I was like, it's over. We're just gonna rant and rave.
Oh
and-
yeah, I was like, we got really
Yeah.
off topic there.
Unless you
But
want
yeah,
to
no,
add something else, but
I like The Witcher. I don't like Liam. If he gets as big as Superman, I'll maybe allow it.
oh, I wonder,
Yeah,
aren't they
I can't see
recording?
that dude putting on 100 pounds of weight.
Yeah, I was trying to see if they had any pictures.
Because like, so I don't even think the one that I saw was not like.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, and going into it, like our expectations are extremely low, so he might, you know, it's not Henry Cavill. And I have a thing for Henry Cavill.
I have a thing for Henry Cavill. He's cool. But I don't like Liam Hemsworth. I think he's a terrible actor.
No. That's why I was like, maybe I could read the books, but I don't know, like it's not very obvious, like, you know, this movie is like The Last of Us is based on the video game. But it's like The Witcher is like based on a video game, but the video game is based on a book, but the book's based on a folklore. So I'm like, I don't know, is it based on a video game? Is it based on the book? If I read the books, am I going to be reading the same thing as the show? Because I like the show.
So the books are different than the video game. Not like, yeah, I'll get the exact. It's not it.
Well, so I was like, if I read the books, am I going to be reading a completely different story?
Kind of.
Like, for instance, True Blood and Dexter, both series followed the first 3 books pretty much to a T. Some slight subtle nuances, but then on season 4, on both shows, season 4 took a whole tangent and then stopped following the books for both shows, ironically. So it's I'm like, is this gonna be the same thing? It's a direct adaptation of the fantasy book series, which tells the story of a monster hunter, Geralt of
The
Rivia.
games are basically sequels to the books. So read the books first, and then you'd play the video
so
games.
I could read the books.
So you could read the books, yes. But if with The
Let me check
Witcher is
Reddit. Reddit will know. I started playing. Oh wait.
the games adapt the book's characters and world with high accuracy, but are not considered part of the book's canon. So when you watch the Witcher series, it's not a part of the actual book series. They're different characters, but they base it
Okay.
in the same world. So yes, you could read the
Canon,
books, but
okay.
it doesn't matter if you play the
Yeah,
video
that's why I
game.
was like, I don't want to waste my time and then be like, just kidding, you know.
Just kidding.
Not
I'm excited to watch Airbender. I know a lot of people were like on the fence about it. I think it was great compared to the movie. That's why I didn't like The Last of Us. They changed, like, you could have done so well with The Last of Us if you done what the video game did, because you were there. But then adding the girls kissing and stuff, which was weird because they don't show any lesbian scenes if they didn't show any lesbian scenes in the video game. Like, if you had, I would have been like, cool, but you didn't. So why you added that, I have no idea. You could have just taken that all out and it would have been fine. But like, it just the whole I stopped watching. I watched 2 episodes of the 2nd season and I was done. Like, it ruined it. They ruined the video game.
it. I'm not like a big fan of zombies, and I didn't. It's like
The Last of Us, the video game is just so like even with Uncharted. I love Tom Holland. Love me the Spider-Man. He's great. I think he's a phenomenal actor. Kind of like Timothy Chalamet. Thinks he phenomenal actor, right? But
skirt. Okay.
I feel like we'll never get away with that. But I will say in Dune, like, I think Dune is a book.
I like Dune. It is a book series.
Yeah, I think he is phenomenal as an actor. He can play so many different roles. But what the fuck did I say?
The Last of Us video
No.
game movie? You're excited for? I don't know.
My ADHD is so typical because I get off at who was I comparing to? I said Timothy Chalamet. Who was I saying was? Oh, Tom Holland. Okay. So in Uncharted is a video game. I don't know if it's based on, I don't know if it's books or not. Tom Holland did the movie Uncharted, and they've messed that up. They fucked it up so badly. And I'm like, it wasn't like as bad as it could have been, but like, it's just something. Just leave it as a video game. Like, I understand you guys want to make money, or you make it a show and you make it very close to the video game, because as somebody who played those games, like, they want to make God of War is by far my favorite video game, and they want to make a movie, and I'm so scared. They want to make a movie off the series because the video games are wildly popular. But I'm scared.
That's kind of popular right now. Video game shows, like movies off video games, seems to be really popular right now. So I'm sure they're trying to.
Well, because they can't.
Monopolize.
They're running out of movie ideas over here.
Well, I heard, or a little birdie told me that there was going to be a Fortnite movie. Why not?
Like, when they did a Borderlands movie, I was so confused because
they got Twisted Metal. I saw that on Amazon. I didn't watch it. I just saw it. I was like, I remember.
Twisted Metal. That's fine, I guess. Like, kind of like the Mad Max situation. But Borderlands just didn't make sense because.
Or isn't
why
Fallout a game?
Yes, Fallout is a video game, and I do like the series. I think Fallout series is cool. I like
to watch it, but like.
Oh, it's really good. I like it. I was surprised, to be honest with you. I was like 50-50 because Kay had told me, he was like, it's like lame. I'm not gonna watch it. Like, it's not, because Fallout, the video game, it's open world, so you can kind of like do whatever you want. You can build and go different places, and it's kind of like a free for all. So they don't really have like a story baseline, like they kind of do, but like it can be bent. So I really like the series. I think it's cool. I like the adaptation that they chose to do. And they do keep in line with how the video game is, the radiated world, and
it's like a atomic bomb after dystopian
Yes.
type of thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I think it's cool. You know, they get infected, they have to use Raid, which is how they get, you know, the
Raid.
yeah, it's what they call, it's like a stim. You have to like inject yourself if you get
Oh, not like bug
no,
spray.
no, no, no. I think it's like, it's not Raid. I call it Raid. It's like Rad or something like that, but it's like you inject yourself if you get exposed to the, you know, nuclear bomb nonsense. So and you have to build stuff. You know, there's crazy people out there trying to steal your, you know, your loot. And I think it's a great show because I think they adapted it really well, because Fallout doesn't have, like, it does have a storyline, but you can
Like
also
the Minecraft movie, there's no storyline in Minecraft, so they kind of
no.
had to
So
make
they kind of
something
just
up.
made it. Yeah, they made something
Yeah.
up. And I think that movie was hilarious. Like
I
I
thought it was
mean,
great. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say like it was the best movie I've ever seen, but it was hilarious, it was
No.
funny, and I think Jack Black was the perfect person to
It was
do that.
another one of those where, like, I'll bring my if I take my kids to the movies, I'll bring my Kindle and I'll put it on dark mode, and then I always pick, like, a side set of seats because if someone needs to get up or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so I brought my Kindle in anticipation of, I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be the lamest movie I've ever seen," and just reading, and I ended up watching the movie because Jack Black. I was like, "This is actually very typical Jack Black, and I'm here for it."
Yeah,
Even,
and
Jason
I didn't
Momoa.
mind it. It was a little
Yeah.
out there, you know, but I
Well,
didn't mind it at
yeah.
all. Like even
I was
the
like, of all the
villagers, I was
movies
like,
I've had to watch with my kids, this one was pretty that one, and then, another one that I didn't end up reading my Kindle through was Transformers 1. That one's
you
pretty
mean
good.
the first Transformers with Shia LaBeouf?
No, the most recent, animated one that came out. Transformers ONE one with, like, Megatron, and
Oh,
it's
I
like
don't
the
know.
origin story of Optimus and Bumblebee and
Oh, I
Megatron and
haven't
all.
seen that.
Oh, it's pretty good. We were Mike and I looked at each other a couple times through the movie like, "Oh my god, this is good. This is pretty good." Is it really good? It's
Yeah,
like pretty sure
actually,
it's an
yeah.
origin story, but yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, so if you ever get a chance to watch it, I recommend it.
Yeah,
I thought it
oh,
was pretty good,
absolutely. Hey, I love
especially if you like
hearing it.
Transformers, but yeah, that one
Yeah,
was
I
good.
do. I mean, the movies start to fall off. Like, you know, Revenge of the
Yeah,
Fallen is
yeah.
pushing it, and then, you
I
know,
don't
they
think
got
I've
like
seen anything past there
that was
was
like
like
a
a
Fast and
3-hour
Furious
one.
series.
Huh?
It was like Fast and Furious. Like they just
Oh,
kept going
yeah.
with the movie when it was just like not necessary.
Yeah. But you know what? The ride at Universal Studios though, the Transformers ride,
Oh, so
there's
much
like
fun.
there's like a clicking sound that they do, and for some reason it just scratches a part of my brain that I was like, "Can we ride that again?" Because I don't know. I can't if you've been on it, you know what I'm talking about. They like do this like
Yeah.
through the whole sorry.
No,
Had to
they do. I
elaborate
don't know what
further.
is that though. I'm like trying to
I think it's the sound of them transforming.
oh, you're right, you're right. Yes, yes, yes,
Back
yes.
or
Mhm.
something. It's like one way or the other, but it was like a
No, you're
clicking,
right.
and
It's
oh my
them
god,
transforming.
it was just so yeah, I just remember and then we went again because I was like, I need to hear that sound again because
It's like
ASMR. Yeah, it's like this like clickety clacketing. I have to find it and send it to you because you're like, yeah.
no, it is them transforming. You know, you were right. Like when you were like, oh, I think it's them I'm like, oh yes,
Because
wait.
there's one that goes "Zhoo, zhoo, zhoo, zhoo," like when they're doing one way, and then there was like another the other way. Or it could be things running around.
I think that the sound you like is actually the Decepticon.
Could be. It could. It just was
Because
like, "Oh, I
I'm thinking
really
of like
like
the
that."
click.
Like, I
I'm
could
thinking
listen
of
to
click.
that
I think of the
on
clicking. I
loop.
think that's Megatron. Like with like the way that they do it, that because
Yeah.
they make the Autobots and the Decepticons sound different.
Okay, that
And
makes
when
sense.
I'm
Because I was
thinking
like,
of
I
that
heard
sound,
it
it's
again.
Decepticon.
I heard them transforming, and I was like, "That's not the noise," because it's like that for the other ones, but
For the Autobots, yeah, the Decepticons are the ones that get like the coolest sound.
yeah, it's just we have to write it again. I need to hear that. Yeah, it's great. Which is kind of funny. Speaking of Autobots, the boys and I have this thing where I go Autobots, and they go roll out when we're at the store or whatever. Like,
Oh, that's so
people like
cute.
laugh
Oh
all
my
the time, but they're like just on it. Like they could be sucked into whatever in the car, be like Autobots, and they're like roll out.
Yeah, no, mine would be Pokemon. Like, let's go
Yeah,
catch them all, and then
gotta catch them all. Gotta.
yep, and then they would follow.
I choose you, Pikachu. Hootie. But yeah. If you, I'm tired.
I'm with you. I'm tired. Speaking of
Alrighty.
tired, I'm yawning.
Well, sorry. Do you have anything
No, you're-
else you want to add from the? I think we might have a week off just because of a gap.
Yeah.
So we'll take a break and then figure out how we want to jump back in for Love Island games. And if we want, I
Yeah.
hope it's good. I heard rumors that there was going to be, obviously we already knew there was going to be season 7 people, like Chris was like, shh, but I heard, I took a screenshot. Hold on.
I
I
don't
want to
like
share
that
this.
Chris is gonna even be in Love Island games. I think he's so whack, personally.
Chris, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to write
I
this
saw
down.
a
One
comment. I
second.
saw a comment when they introduced, like when they sent out the cast. I saw a comment that said he's doing everything but playing basketball overseas.
Right? I know. I think he was thinking about retiring. But okay, so
Yeah,
rumor-
we're talking about what your
rumor has
worst.
it- we have a rumored list of cast members, but I don't know. Again, rumored. Nothing official has been released. So we have Cache from USA season 3, Cassie from USA's 5 and 6, Nicole from season 6, Beldasha, and then Andrina, and then Kaz from UK season 4, Alima from UK season 12, Faye from UK season 7, and then some Mimi from Australia season 6, M from Australia season 6, Cindy from France, Adele from Spain. So those are supposed to be the girls. Obviously I only know the top, but anyway. Now for the boys, it's Calvin from season 2, USA season 2, Isaiah from USA season 4, Kendall from USA season 6, Chris from USA season 7. So yeah, Kendall and Nicole is interesting. I'm not surprised that Kendall's on there if he really is, but Nicole's interesting. And then we have Zach from UK 10, Tyreek from UK 10, Ben from UK 12, Casey from UK 9, Dylan from Australia 6, Zach from Australia 5, Edgar from France, and Thato from, oh, wow, I'm really showing my American here. South Africa. Aha. I was like, I know this. Is that a season? South Africa.
Yeah, a lot of people are like super stoked about him. I never watched any of those ones, so
Thato, South Africa. Thato? I want to figure out how to pronounce that too. Africa. Now, like I said, that was a rumored list. So
I still can barely pronounce Adrina. So
Andrina, I know, right? Let's see.
literally, did you see what she posted? Like, this is a while ago, but she posted a picture like when people think I don't have a natural body, and she posted a picture of herself when she was a baby in a diaper.
Oh, that was weird. Yeah.
The weirdest comparison, but I'm like, girl, that doesn't mean that you didn't get like lipo or that you didn't get a BBL.
Then,
I'm like, because your body definitely looks abnormal. Like it doesn't there are normal people with there are normal people. She's Dominican, but there are normal people with curves, but your waist is not naturally that small when you have like now that my legs and my butt are getting bigger, even though my waist has been obviously bigger because of kids, but like I've noticed that like my waist is not small. Like, and I work out abs 3 days a week, and I have abs. I have a 2-pack, and I have abs, but my waist is still the same because guess what? When your ass and thighs are bigger, your waist is going to be bigger naturally to support your legs.
Yeah.
Like it's proportioned correctly. So these girls that have ridiculously slim waists while having a bigger like butt and legs, it's not, unless it's genetic, it's not realistic. And what's crazy is that there's this one OF model. I don't follow her or anything, but I see her videos from time to time. Because she is like, at this point, whoever I end up like having kids with, I'm gonna have to tell them like, this is not what I look like. Because she had a chin implant, nose rhinoplasty, like she says every surgery she's ever had, she looks like a completely different person. She shows you like what she used to look like.
Wow.
She's a beautiful girl. But she tells you what she's like, I had lipo 360. Now lipo 360, I didn't realize. And like a mini BBL, it's not like a tummy tuck or anything. So their belly button and stuff, it all stays natural, but it keeps their waist like this. Yeah, like when you look up lipo 360, it's weird, but you could tell like and when I see other women, I'm like, you had lipo 360 done. Like there's no shame in like having work done on your body, but don't act like you are natural because
Yeah.
I don't think Adrena is natural at all.
I thought,
Maybe
yeah,
her,
like you said, no shame.
maybe
Like
her
just
boobs are
own
natural
it.
because they wiggle a lot and like they look realistic, you know, and her butt, but don't act like your waist is this thin. It's not. It's
Your
not
waist is
possible.
small and your curves are kicking.
Yeah, you're there's this an hourglass figure is an hourglass figure. It's someone that has, and I feel like people think this right here, because this right here is small. But once
Yeah.
you hit the waist, it should look like a waist, which is proportionate.
It
to
always
your-
reminds me of the Kardashians. They have that going on.
Oh, I know. No, they look they don't. They absolutely have big because I'm sorry. If your thighs do not match your ass, that's a BBL. And they don't.
And usually that's like the first thing to go when you lose weight or when you like if you don't exercise it.
Yeah, if you don't exercise it, your ass because your ass is fat.
Yeah.
And your
Sure
thighs are
is.
fat.
But
Yeah, like I'm working and I've noticed that my boobs actually have gotten a little bigger too because I'm eating a lot, but I've maintained keeping my arms and my abs like as slim as possible. But even then, my stomach still sticks out a little bit. Like because I've had kids. Like it's just
Yeah.
my organ, you know, it's a natural thing. But I think people are so like why you had to compare yourself to when you were a baby is beyond me. Like that was
wild, yeah.
so weird. It's like that was not the best way to do that. Like that was not okay.
I didn't even know she was under the gun for her buddy. Body
Well,
yada
'cause
yada
she
yada.
was saying her body's natural, and people were like, "Your
That's
body's not
okay,
natural."
that's right. You're saying that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, and it's okay. Like, I don't know why these people have to be like, I worked so hard at the gym for it. No, you paid for it, and you should be proud that you paid for it. But is it crazy? Yes, but I don't think you should be saying it's natural because then all these girls want to look like you. And even like, let's just say for shits and giggles, you were all genetic. Like you were all
Yeah.
genetic. Like, you know what I mean? Like the girls that do and
Like
that
even
do
like the
like
thing
that,
with our like with us was like the thigh gap. Do you remember like the thigh gap thing being like
oh yeah, people were obsessed with that.
but it's like
I'm like, why do
that's all genetic. It's all
yeah,
there's
it's
nothing
like
you can do. Yeah.
my thighs rub up against each other because guess what? I always tell people I'm Mexican from the waist down and like white from the top up because I have like small boobs and like small torso because my mom's small and she's white and then
Oh yeah.
even though like most of my Mexican side of my family they're all like huge tits all that stuff.
Curvaceous.
Yeah, they're very curvaceous. But I'm not like that and I never was, but my bottom half has always been bigger than my top half. So I just make that joke. I'm Mexican, guys. It's okay. I'm not being racist to myself.
We call it a pear shape.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I am. I'm more of a pear shape. I mean, I feel like my boobs look nicer now than they did back then. So I just feel like I didn't have boobs. Like when I was younger, I just felt like they were tiny.
Breastfeeding helped me with it's catch
I mean, mine
22
sag a
because
little
it
bit.
helped, but they're like floppy now.
Yeah, mine's sag. But you know what? I've been using this firming like
Oh, that's
cream
right.
and
Yeah.
like massage, and it's actually working. Like they don't look as down, and I think also me gaining a little bit of weight helped because before it looked like I could just like lift up a table and like stick it under my boob. And it was just like skin. Now it has some like weight to it. I was taking those like bust supplements on top of the massaging, and it actually did work. I do why I don't know. I don't know if people just found this like now I want to try these things called perky patches, where they're supposed to actually enhance your breast size and the sagging. You're supposed to basically do it but it's like it's pricey. I think like a month supply is like $100 some because you wear if you do the saggy and the firmness together, you basically wear it 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, and only have one rest day. And you alternate between so I'm assuming that there's some back study that they've done this with the women. So, but yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. But so far, yes, my boobs have gotten a little bit bigger and I've noticed the fullness. They look more full. They don't just like they're not like little pancakes anymore. They actually are like filled and
Or for any trash bags.
well, I asked T the last time I saw him, and he's like, no, they look really good. What do you mean? And I'm like, okay, but like in my head, like I had taken pictures, and I'm like, okay, there's definitely a difference.
Yeah, that's cool. Interesting. I just told Mike
But
I
it's
want
possible.
new boobs when he becomes a millionaire.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I keep
But only
thinking
if it's in the next like 5 years, because I feel like after a certain point,
there's
sorry.
no point.
Yeah, like right now it makes sense because like my kids are still young. I'm still young too-ish enough to like, oh, she got her boobs fixed for lack of a better term.
Going into surgery is what freaks me out. Like being knocked out,
Oh.
having my boobs done, if it like freaks
No,
me
mine's
out.
more the recovery. Trying to do life
The
without
first 5
yeah.
days I heard are like the absolute worst.
Ugh.
But
Yeah.
I don't want to get my boobs done because I work out 5 days a week, and you're not allowed to work out for 6 weeks. And then on
Right.
top of that, you have to still wait, I think, like an additional 4 weeks to actually lift anything heavy to not hurt them.
Dang.
Yeah, that's why I'm
feels
just
like
like,
my kids are old enough now that like I could get away with the recovery. But I feel like once I get to a point, I was telling Mike this too. I was like, I feel like once you get to a point, for me, in my opinion, I'm not trying to like knock
no, I
anybody
think
that,
age matters.
but it's like I'm like you get to a point where it's like, okay, am I doing it now because of for whatever reason? Like it just in my
Vanity.
head, yeah, like okay, like accept
Yeah, when
it.
you hit 40, I think it's just kind of like, but to be honest, I don't know. What I've been doing, I've seen a difference in. So to me, I'm gonna keep doing it. And then if I do the perky patches, it'll give you an entire cup size higher. And then
I've had enough
you
cups
still
to
have to
they
keep
just need to
you
be a
still have
different
to keep
shape.
well, you still have to keep doing them. Like it says after you hit your ideal shape, you can go as big as you want with these patches, apparently. But and once you get like the size that you want, I think you are only supposed to do it every like other week and like keep with the same size. But they do have one for asymmetrical breasts as well. Like if you want to fix the shape of your breast, like all that stuff. One of my boobs is obviously like it's like here to here, which is normal. You know, when your nips don't really match up. But yeah, so thus far, the bust stuff I worked on Amazon, it actually does work. But they did say for the cream, you want to consistently use it twice a day for 6 months. And I have not, I've only been using it a month. But come on, like when you really think about it, it's like it should take that long because you're not doing it surgically. So like
Well,
if
yeah,
you you
I
naturally
have a
want
hard
it
enough
to
time remembering to take my medicine in the every day than to do.
you know, I'm so like, you know why? Because I use this. Ow,
I should set an alarm.
excuse me. Okay, so I use this
Yeah.
body butter by because I have like really bad stretch marks and like my loose skin. So I'm still doing the microneedling. And I've been doing this. This I've been using for a month, and my stretch marks that are very deep and very dark are wildly disappearing. Like I don't. It was crazy. Everyone's like, "Why don't you take pictures?" And it's like because I don't think this shit's gonna work. Like I mean, I get it, but it's like I mean, I get it because I saw other people using it and it seemed like real. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Like, what you know, might as well because I was gonna cover up with tattoos anyway. But it's like the ones on my leg, they're really like disappearing, and I'm actually kind of stoked for it happening on my stomach because I do see some of my stomach ones disappearing. And I was like, oh, this shit's working.
That's
Like
cool.
this shit's
Yeah.
like actually working. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck should this bitch put in it, but and I use it. I know I use it at least twice a day, if not 3 times a day, and I only put it on my problems areas because it says to put on your whole body, but like I don't want to waste it. I do put it on my face, and it hasn't made me break out. So but I mean, I know to take my supplements every day, but there are things that I do like every day like this, where it's like, I know in my mind, like I have a routine in the morning and at night that I do every night and every morning.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, it's hard for me to forget to do things. Sometimes I forget to do the microneedling. I do it last second because it's not normal for me because microneedling, I'm only allowed to do every other week. So I do sometimes I'm like, ooh, it's the last day that I'm supposed to do it. Yeah. So I do forget that one, but the microneedling thus far, it's been interesting. I don't know if I would say I've seen dramatic improvement, but I still have like a month to go with it. So
take pictures now.
Yeah, well, it says it can take at least 2 months to see. So, but no, I don't have anything else to add. I don't know how I got off topic.
No, you're good. I'm
Sorry.
here. I'm just taking it.
No, I
all
know
in.
you have stuff. I know you have stuff to do. So my bad.
Oh no. You're fine. You're fine. You're good. You're good. He's fine. But no, I don't have anything more. He'll survive. As he says, embrace the suck. But no. But yeah. All right. I don't have anything. But just happy it ended well. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show. Kind of
Yeah,
excited
yeah.
for Love
Same,
Island.
same.
It was a nice break after Love Island season 6 or 7 and Beyond the Villa.
Yeah. I haven't even ended Beyond
Didn't
the
even get
Villa.
that
Like,
time back.
I haven't even watched the ending of it. Like, I don't
Nope.
care.
I saw something with Kayla and Aaron, and I was like, oh, they're gonna be like I want them to be together, but that's another topic for another day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
Well, that's it for us. So go ahead and like, subscribe, follow, comment, all of the above. And we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Gave her a bite from reality to spilling the tea. Seriously, like, what the fudge? She's got no credentials. She doesn't even go to this school. Is no one seriously gonna take it away from her? Oh my God, no. Just gotta sit here and pretend that this normal. I guess this is just the end of